Good morning, everyone. This is Nat from Wellness with Nat, and apologies for not being here the last couple of days like I'd promised I would be. I haven't been feeling very well. I think I got some food poisoning. Yeah, it's actually really interesting. You'll hear me talk a lot about metaphysics, which is why the body... did the camera just move? Good support system. The metaphysics behind, what ailments happen in our body at what time and what message they're trying to give us. And I'd been holding on to something for quite a while. I guess I might as well share. No, I'd been, the breakup with my ex last year was quite sudden, and then I moved and sort of enrolled in school and everything happened really quick, but I hadn't really let go of the thought that, we weren't going to get back together one day, or what happened there. So I'd finally allowed myself the space to work on that, and now that I've let that relationship go, my belly's just letting everything go. I've just been a bit, it's amazing that the food poisoning occurred at the same time as my body wanted to demonstrate the relief. And that's what I think is amazing with our energy. And that's why I talk about chakras a lot, because, we have energy bodies and it's those synchronicities that really tune in and show us that we are connected and connected to the collective consciousness and to the universe. But I am here today. I'm just going to do a little short talk on why, I don't know if you've noticed, but there are so many, hi Mumsy, there are so many online meditations at the moment, and as I, aimlessly scroll through my news feed, I'm just seeing all these people pop up, and people that haven't shared their meditations online before, that just have their own private practice at home, and they're sharing with you meditation and their meditation, and it sort of got me to thinking. I was like, realizing that meditators know something that others may not have picked up on yet. And the thing that meditators know is that it's all about being in the present moment. So when we meditate, when you sit through a mindfulness exercise with me, where we might focus on our breath or focus on our belly, or I move you through a chakra, ground you into Mother Earth, whenever we're doing those things, that is stopping you from thinking about the future or from worrying about the past. And we're just in this moment. And by doing that, it stops you from feeling sad and feeling depressed, and it stops you from being worried or anxious. And that's what we need more of right now. The media aren't helping us, TV's not helping us, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the resources, even our email, like all the emails I'm getting through from the people that normally encourage and support me with ideas that I've subscribed to, are all coronavirus. And, it is quite topical, but we also need to just remember that, we each have our daily life to live. So I just wanted to, bring that to your forefront, is if you see an online meditation and instead of scrolling going, oh, I can't be bothered to stop, just do that today. So whether it's a little bit with me or somebody else, just pause for a moment. As my teacher Lama Chodak says, pause for a cause. And yeah, so I guess if we're talking about the present moment and fear, so it is so easy to buy into the fear. You know, we've seen with the shopping, and I'm sure we've all been guilty to some extent, is either the fear of running out of food, and so, you know, we're bulk shopping, or those of us that thought we don't need to bulk shop, or we've walked into the shops one day and went, oh, where's the food? And that's a moment of fear. And we're also worried about things that, you know, will our parents get sick? Will our children get sick? What happens if I send my child to school? What happens if I go on public transport? What happens if I get cold symptoms? And this I've noticed from talking to my friends, when we start to get cold symptoms nowadays, it's actually quite scary. You know, we're actually thinking, have I caught coronavirus? Which is something that most healthy people wouldn't have really worried about before. We just got a cold and we dealt with it, and rested, and there wasn't that element of fear attached. So what do you think? What things have been worrying you? What has been causing you fear these last few weeks? And you can share those. I'll read them out if any pop up while I'm doing my thing. Just practicing with where I go to read the comments. I think it's this bit. So yeah, the thing is, it's normal to feel fear. And look, you know, the political side of me is kind of thinking that governments like us to feel fear, because when we feel fear, then there's a sense of collaboration and faith in the government. I mean, I know that we always bag out our government, but underneath it, we're looking to our government for guidance. So they are telling us the rules. So there's, you know, there's a reason behind all of this. But we don't have to buy into it. So that's the bit that I'm saying. So what I want you to do when you're starting to feel the fear is we're going to turn it on its back, and we're going to do that with some gratitude. So just bring to mind something that is making you feel fearful right now. So it could be, will I have my job? What do I do with the kids? Oh my God, I've got to homeschool the kids. So pick your thing that you're fearful for. Okay, so now that you've got that in mind, we're just going to turn it around and go, what if that happened? So I might be thinking, I haven't been feeling well, when will I be able to go back to work? So it'd be like, okay, well, what would be the worst that would happen? It's like, well, I have to wait a couple of weeks before I can go back to work. And then we think, okay, what does that actually mean? Because when our mind spins out of control and we let it ruminate, that's when the stress gets worse. But what's important is to not push away the fear, but to sit there and work through in an objective kind of way. So it might be, okay, I might not get paid for a few weeks. What would that mean? Like, well, luckily I did a bit of stocking up, like the government suggested. I actually have enough food for a few weeks, and my bills, most companies are allowing bills to be considered, payment plans. I don't have any loans, so I don't have to pay those. That's pretty good. So as I start to explore this, I realize that, it's okay. And then I might think of my employer. She understands. She says it's okay. My job is still safe when I'm ready to return to work. Okay. And so then you let your mind bring up the fear. Like, okay, mind, what else is worrying you about not being able to go to work? And then my mind's like, well, actually, I'm worried, Nat, that you're not going to be able to go to the gym, like really? We weren't talking about that, but you know what? I'll give you a moment. I'm like, okay, well, the gym was great and I made some lovely friends there and I had a nice routine, but what other options do I have? And so I talked those through with myself. And then I'm like, okay, mind, are we okay now? No, what about yoga? Yoga was this other thing that you did in your routine. There's no work, there's no gym, there's no yoga. What are you going to do? So then I answer my brain. I'm like, okay, I hear you, but you know what? I've got a yoga mat. My school actually has online classes, plus there's online videos. I just have to be disciplined. And that's how we work through the state of fear, the state of panic and anxiety. And it's that just stopping and never push away your thoughts, because pushing away your thoughts, that's where the stress comes in. Because the more we push them away, they build up inside your head, and then they just sit there, and then they wait and go, and they explode. And that's when you get more stressed, and that's when the tears come and the overwhelm. So give that a little practice. Hopefully, gently. It's about gently going through. It's not buying in to your fear, and it's about being able to rationalize with yourself, you know. And then you might like to add in the gratitude, which is such a strong thing. So whether that's your gratitude, you know, for me, I'd be like, I'm grateful I have all that food in the fridge. I'm grateful that I've been able to use yoga and gym as part of my routine, and it's been able to help with my mental health and my physical health. But you know what? I'm pretty intelligent. I'm pretty sure I can work out that I have this beautiful beach that I can walk or jog on or do my push-ups on or something, you know. So it's just pulling out the more positives that are happening. So I hope that helps. So your homework today, your little exercise is, as you notice that fear or anxiety pop in, we're going to stop, just pause, have a few little breaths, because that is going to bring you to the present moment. And then we're going to think about, just ask your mind, why am I afraid of this right now? And then just let your mind give you one thought at a time and go, okay, we're going to go with this one. And then just answer that reflectively and with a sense of compassion for yourself and realism. So I hope that helps. If you're stressed, anxious or worried and you need a bit of support, reach out. We can do like a 15-minute chat and I can help bring you back into the present moment. I'm happy to do that. Okay, be good and good to see you, Mum. Bye, everyone.